Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to make this cute little pig applique that I used for my farm blanket crochet along. I have the materials list as well as the written pattern down below. So to begin, we want to make a magic ring, chain up 2, and then we are going to make 10 half double crochets right into this ring. And this will start to create the body of the pig. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more makes 10. We're going to grab this little tail end and pull it tight so it closes up that ring. And then we are going to join to the first half double crochet. So that chain 2 in the beginning is just going to hang out there. We're not going to count that as a stitch. Round 2, chain up 2, and we are going to increase the size of the circle. So what we need to do is make 2 half double crochets in each stitch around. So 1, 2, all in that first stitch, 1, 2 in that second stitch, and I'm just going to go ahead and make 2 half double crochets in each stitch around. I'm going to finish that off camera, so you can pause here and I'll meet you back at the end of round 2. At the end of round 2 you should have 20 stitches total around. Join to the first half double crochet. Again, those chain 2s in the beginning we are not going to count as stitches. So now we have a bit of a bigger circle. We're going to keep making the circle bigger. So for round 3, chain up 2, and we are going to increase every other stitch. So in the first stitch, go ahead and make 2 half double crochets. In the next stitch, make 1 half double crochet. And that is the pattern we are going to follow around. So 2 half double crochets in one stitch, and then 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. That's all we're going to do all the way around this circle. So I'm going to finish up off camera. I'll meet you here at the end of round 3. At the end of round 3 you will have 30 half double crochets. Okay, here we are at the end of round 3. You should have 30 stitches around. Go ahead and join to that first half double crochet, and we are going to move on to round 4. This is going to be the last and final round of the body. So chain up 2, and we are going to increase after every 2 stitches. So we're going to increase in the first stitch, so 2 half double crochets in that first stitch, and we are going to half double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, and then 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. So it's going to go increase, half double, half double. So increase, which is 2 half double crochets into one stitch, and then half double crochet in the next, and then half double crochet into the next. So that is the pattern we are going to repeat around the circle for round 4 Here we are at the end of round 4. You should have 40 stitches around for this last round. Go ahead and join to the first half double crochet, and before you fasten off, go ahead and chain 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this is going to be our tail. We're going to curl it around like this once we sew it on. After we have the tail, we are going to finish up the body by making the feet at the bottom. So we are going to count 15 over from the tail. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we're going to attach the pink yarn there. So we're going to chain up 2. And we are going to double crochet into that same space where we attached the yarn. And then we are going to slip stitch into the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 2. And then we're going to double crochet, slip stitch into the next, and that will make our feet in the front of the body. And then you can go ahead and fasten off. So there we have the feet in the front, and then here's his tail. Next we are going to work on the head. So I'm going to grab some dark pink yarn along with this pink yarn, some safety eyes, as well as some black thread for the head. To start the head, we are going to make another circle. So go ahead and make a magic ring, chain up 2, and make 10 half double crochets into the ring. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and grab the smaller tail and pull it tight to close up the ring. Join to the first half double crochet. Again, those chain 2s in the beginning we aren't counting as stitches. Chain up 2, and we are going to make 2 half double crochets in each stitch around, just like we did for the body, just to make the circle a little bit bigger. So I'm actually going to finish this up off camera, just 2 half double crochets into each stitch around, and then I will meet you back here to finish up the head. I joined to the first half double crochet at the end of round 2. I'm grabbing my darker pink yarn, and I am going to change colors. So with my dark pink yarn, I am going to chain up 2, And then I am going to make a double crochet into that same space where I attached that yarn and that same space where the chain 2 is. And I'm going to fasten off. And I also don't need my light pink yarn anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off as well. So this will make one ear. Cut this off, I don't need that. And then to make the other ear, we are going to skip 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then attach. So we want 4 spaces in between the 2 ears. I'm going to grab my dark pink yarn, attach it, chain 2, and then make a double crochet and fasten off. That's it for the ears. So I'm going to cut this strand here, I don't need that. So there are the ears. And next we are going to make the little snout for the face. So we're going to need our dark pink yarn again. So we're going to make a magic ring, chain 1, and we are going to make 3 single crochets into this ring. Here's 1, 2, and 3. And then we are going to tighten that tail, and we're just going to fasten off. So this is really tiny, but it's small enough that it will fit on the face. So that's going to be a snout. I'm going to grab some black thread, or you can use black yarn. You can just split it if you need to so it's thinner. And I'm going to use this to create the little nostrils on the snout. So once I have that, I'm just going to tie the tail ends together back there. Okay, so I have my snout. I tied it in the back and cut it pretty close. And then we are going to sew this onto the face. So when you look at it, it's not a perfect oval, but when you sew it onto the head or the face, you can make it so it is a pretty rounded oval. So I'm going to place it here right below that middle of the head. And I'm just using a running stitch because no one is going to see the back of the head, because the head is going to be sewn onto the body. So there I sewed the top, and then with this piece I'm going to sew the bottom. So there's the snout with the tail ends back here. I'm just going to tie them together. Again, no one is going to see the back of the head. And then I'm going to trim everything back here except for the tails for the ears. I'm going to keep those long so I can sew those onto the head. So once we have the snout on, you can place in your safety eyes, or you can sew the eyes on if you'd like. So I'm going to put them about there. These are 6mm safety eyes, and then here are the backings. Place those on. So that's how it looks with the eyes. And here, I'm just going to take some light pink yarn and sew the head onto the body. You don't have to sew the ears down. It might be like cute if they're just kind of flappy there, but I am going to sew them down a little bit. Here, all the ends are woven in and the head is sewn on. This is what it looks like. When you sew it onto your piece of crochet, you can either let the tail loose or you can sew it down a little bit so it has a little curly tail. And I sewed the head on just like I sewed the snout on. So it's a running stitch. It's the same color so you can't really see it, but either way, no one's going to see the back of the pig. So I hope this video was helpful and thank you so much for watching.